What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mateo Makes Moves. I'm here on the balcony with another balcony talk. Today I'm going to tell you guys about the 3 things that are holding you back in your fitness journey. These are the 3 biggest mistakes I always see when it comes to anybody on their journey, mainly beginners. So if this is for you, go ahead and listen up, write these 3 things down, and I'm going to give you the solutions as to how you can fix these 3 things. Number 1, most importantly, I'll say, is diet, right? So as you guys see my food right now, my family saved me a plate. I was working on the weekend. They had a little cookout, so this is what I'm eating today. But diet is 80-20, guys. I would say 20% of my time I eat for pleasure, and 80% of the time I'm eating for fuel. So I really don't care how my food tastes for 80% of my time. Now that's a mindset a lot of people don't or are not willing to sacrifice the taste of their food, whether it be eating the same thing on a day-to-day basis because they want new things, but the convenience of eating the same thing every day makes it easier for me to reach my goals, right? If I had to eat something fresh and new every single day, and I wasn't willing to eat leftovers, or I wasn't willing to have something that didn't taste great, then that would really hurt my gains and hurt my goals, because someone like me, I'm not gonna cook 3 square meals every day, even though I cook every day. But I don't want to put mental energy, mental effort into what am I gonna cook, going to buy different types of groceries, looking up different recipes every single day. That's not really what I'm into. So for me, I'm willing to keep it simple. So number 1, eat for fuel, not for pleasure. Eat for fuel, not for pleasure. And this is for 80% of the time. I believe in the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto's principle. 80% of the results come from 20% of the actions. The 20% in this case is your diet, and it's going to have 80% of the results. So eat for fuel, not for pleasure. Number 2, you guys are just not working out enough, and that's the simple fact. Whether it be you're not doing enough volume while you're in the gym, you're not going to the gym enough days of the week, you're not staying active on the other days that you're not in the gym. I'm sweating out here. It's hot, man. I'm in Florida, so it's busting out here. But listen, man, I talked to some people that work out 3 times a week for an hour, and if we did the math, which I'm using my phone right now as a camera, but if we did the math, 3 hours out of the week, and you got 24 hours a day, even if you just did 3 hours in one day, that's a very small percentage of the actual time that you're alive and awake, right? That you're staying active and making moves towards your goals. So that being the case, how do you expect to be in mental and physical shape if, let's say, 99% of the time you're doing nothing? You're sleeping, you're watching TV, watching YouTube, scrolling on Instagram, scrolling on TikTok, eating garbage, and then literally 1 to 10% of the time you're making steps and action towards your goals. It needs to be the other way around. So at least, even if you're working out 5 days a week for 1 hour a day, is that going to get you to the body that you want or the mindset that you want? No, you need to be taking action in those other time out of those 16 hours that you are awake, right? Because 8 of those hours will just count towards sleep, right? Out of those 16 hours you're awake, you need to be taking action, going for walks. I recommend you go for a walk after every meal. That's the best way I've noticed, because it gives you a time. It just gives you something to do every time after you finish eating, instead of getting in bed, getting the itis. You guys know about the itis. I get that bad. When I eat, I get tired. I want to lay down. So what I recommend is for you to go for a walk after you eat. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water, right? That's another actionable step that you can take throughout the other 16 hours that you're awake. Make sure you're sleeping for 6 to 8 hours every night, getting quality sleep, right? These are things that you can take towards your goals, where you're not just only working out for 1 hour a day and then forget about the gym. You need to make it a lifestyle, right? So also, if you're in the gym and you're not doing enough sets, enough reps, Some of you guys aren't even counting your reps. You're not even counting your sets. That is recipe for disaster. You guys need to keep track, at least in your head, if not in a notebook, right? If you're not someone who's good with, if you don't have a great memory, or if you don't feel like you can keep track of those things well, I definitely recommend you start writing these things down, right? How many reps you're doing on a weekly basis, how many sets you're doing on a weekly basis, how many different exercises are you doing in your workout, right? Some people, they'll go in there and they're hitting 10 workouts in one workout session. Most likely that's unnecessary. Like, for most people, that's unnecessary, right? If you do 5 to 6 quality workouts or exercises within one workout session, which can still only take you an hour, you don't need much more time than that. But quality reps, including a warm-up set, doing 4 sets, 1 warm-up set, 3 quality sets after that. Like, for me today, I'll run you guys through what my workout was today, just to keep it simple for you. I went in the gym, I did some back, some shoulders. Cool, got that. All right. I just started with some arm circles, warming up my shoulders, my shoulder blades, warming up my pretty much my whole upper body. Did some hangs, some dead hangs, then some active hangs from the pull-up bar. Then I went right into cable rows, right? I used the 2 handle attachments because I like the freedom that it gives me. Went right into cable rows. I did 5 sets of those. First, I started real light. I didn't care what weight it was. I just started whatever weight was on the machine already. It was very light. I didn't care. Hopped in, did 20 reps, real slow control. Just wanted to start getting my shoulder blades moving the right way, right? That retraction. Then I went to, after I did 5 sets, no superset there. I was just really warming up. Then from there, I went into my lat pull downs. I did my lat pull downs in with a mag grip, right? And I pulled from here. I did 6 sets there, guys. Again, my first 2 sets were warm-up sets. They were not heavy enough, right, to where I felt I was gonna get the return on investment that I needed. So I used them as, just a feel out of the motion. I still got quality reps in, but the weight was very light as compared to what I ended up at. I mean, my first set was maybe 80 pounds. My second set was 99 pounds. And I ended my last set, all slow, controlled, quality reps. My last set I ended with 143 pounds on my set. So imagine if I would have just did 80, 99, and then maybe went up to 110. And those were my 3 sets in the gym. That's what a lot of you guys are doing. You're not getting the quality reps and the quality sets in the gym. You guys need to be working out more. More volume. So number 1, you're eating for pleasure instead of fuel. Number 2, you're not working out enough. And lastly, number 3, you don't know what you're doing when you're working out. That's the that's what Instagram's for, and that's where people get all confused, right? Because people go on Instagram, go on YouTube, they look up, oh, how do I get 6-pack abs? How do I work shoulders? Listen, you're gonna find a bunch of quality stuff on there, and I have nothing to say about that because I'm one of those people. I'm putting on workouts onto these social media platforms to help give you guys guidance and inspiration, motivation. Now, the problem with that is there's so much, right? There's so many decisions to make there that people get analysis paralysis, or they just choose a bunch of different workouts and like basically throwing stuff at the wall and see what sticks. Terrible strategy. You guys either need to get a personal trainer. You could literally go online and download a free 12-week workout guide there's a million resources there. Download a workout guide or workout program, 12 weeks. Go for 3 months, and I guarantee you'll see results. Whether it's my workout program, whether it's the next guy's workout program, or the next girl's workout program, that does not matter to me. As long as you guys are following some type of structure, especially until you have the experience in the gym to where you don't have to follow a structure, right? Because you can mentally, again, hold these notes and mentally be able to guide yourself in the gym. Most people are not there. I'll say maybe 5 to 10% of the whole world is able to really work out in that type of structure, right? The rest of the people, they follow a routine, and that's how they get results. I mean, look at the top athletes in the world. Imagine if they just went in the gym and they just started doing random workouts. That would be terrible. Their trainers would all be fired. So, Keep it simple. To start, even 5 to 6 exercises for one workout routine is a lot. For in one day, I should say, in 1 hour. You can literally get away with doing something as simple as push, pull legs, or upper body, lower body, or full body. Keep it simple like that. And when you're in the gym, you can literally do 4 exercises. For example, if you got a leg day, you do a proper warm up, proper mobility routine to start, right? Get your joints loosened up, get the blood flowing, and make sure that you're not going to get injured. But once that happens, you can literally do lunges for 5 sets, right? A lot of volume on the lunges. You could do squats for 5 sets, a lot of volume on the squats. And you could do leg extensions, leg curls, right? Those 4 exercises, you're good. You don't need much more than that at all. But people don't do enough of those sets, or they take too much time between sets, so the intensity's not up, or they don't they don't work on time under tension, which is really the biggest mistake people are making in the gym, was that they're not increasing the mechanical tension on their body, the mechanical stress, and they're not working out properly. They don't know how to even work out. Even if you know what to do, what exercises to do, you know why you're doing them, which most people again don't. They just don't know how to increase internal tension and increase the mechanical stress on the body, which in turn produces more force and allows you to increase muscle mass, basically, right? Or increase strength, whichever goal you're shooting for, based on the workout and the routine and your structured program. So, if I were you, I shouldn't even say it that way. If it were me, I would do something very simple, which is get some guidance. Your body is the most valuable, bro. It's hot, humid. I mean, I'm from here, so I'm not, this is nothing, bro. But the humidity is killing me right now. I just came from the gym too, so let me finish telling you guys what I did on my routine though, so I can show you guys how simple you can keep it. So I did my cable rows, I did my lat pull downs, right? I wanted to pull it in this direction in the supine position so I could get a greater stretch on my lats, right? Easy. Then I started warming up with some lateral raises. Very light. Started with 10-pound dumbbells. Very light, slow and controlled. Again, this is, I don't even count this as a set. My last set or 2 of my lat pull downs, I started throwing in some lateral raises, very lightweight, just to start activating my side delts and get my body prepared for what I was gonna do next, which was a tricep, right? Which was 3 exercises consecutively with lateral raises, with 20-pound dumbbells. I moved on to pull-ups, wide grip pull-ups for rep sets of 6, right? Because at this point my lats were already fried, my grip was starting to get fried, and then rear delt flies, right? So more flies, but bent over rear delt flies, right? So at this point, I'm 5 exercises into my workout routine, and I've worked. I really could have called it quits there, and I would have had a great quality workout. And I did that for 4 rounds, right? Even still, I went to the little corner of the gym where they have the dumbbells and the barbells, and I finished with the superset of bicep curls with the easy bar curls, and I supersetted that with some dumbbell hammer curls. That's 7 workouts. That's it. That's all I need. That's what most people need. If you're an advanced lifter, you're shooting for a professional competition, something like that, I could still make that argument. We could still have that conversation about how many workouts you actually need in a one training session. But I give more leniency to people at that level. The more advanced you are, probably the more exercises you can do while performing quality sets and quality reps. If you're nowhere near your physical goal, or you're nowhere near what someone would call an advanced lifter, I would highly recommend you stay between 4 to 6 exercises in each workout session, and complete quality reps. Stop chasing the pump and give me quality reps, right? And I'll go into more detail on something like this a little later. I want to finish enjoying it's hot out here, so my food's not even getting cold, which is hilarious. But I'm gonna finish my chicken, my rice, got some cornbread, some corn. Remember 80-20, guys. So, number one, you're eating for pleasure. Number two, you're not working out enough. Simply. And number three, you don't know what you're doing when you're working out. So, let's find guidance. Let's build as a community, as this fitness community. I want everyone to realize that this is, and just spread the message that fitness is more than physical. So let's continue to push each other, push our mindsets, and get better, man. Get better, man. Working out, fitness is not just going to the gym, working out, pushing yourself as hard as you can. Dude, it's crazy. So, I appreciate you listening, though. It's your boy Mateo Makes Moves. Check me out on Instagram, TikTok, all that. Love.